Well, what I think is very interesting is that frequently it's women who use these terms to describe other women. So are we saying that we should be only policing the language that women use, or is it only a problem when men use it? And if that's the case, then why? Why is it only a problem when men use it?
And what about
but
words
nobody's
that offend
that.
you,
No, sorry,
Peter, as a
nobody's
man?
saying that. Nobody is saying that. You know, nobody is saying these words are only a problem when men say them. We're talking generally about the terms that we use. And I find it very strange to have this, like, well, what about women? What about if women say it? You know, women can say sexist things, you know, and black people can say racist things, and gay people can say homophobic things. None of these things are specifically about, you know, one group attacking on another. They're all about a culture and what kind of language we use in our culture. And we should all be looking at how can we use language better? Because as you said yourself, Peter, language does have power. So let's use that power to create a more positive and constructive culture.
Peter,
and it's not about some sort of moratorium on individual words, tearing them out of the dictionary. It's about being part of a conversation about the best respectful language, especially in the workplace, where people really have a right to be treated respectfully.
We are unfortunately running out of time. But Peter, I just want to get one final thought from you. Are there words that are used to describe men that offend you?
Not particularly, and if there are some I don't like, I certainly wouldn't want them banned. But it always goes back to that old adage: sticks and stones may break my bones, but there will always be something to offend a feminist.
No, that's just obnoxious.
Peter
Sorry,
Lloyd,
you have to give me a chance to respond to that. That is ridiculous. No, hang on, I won't do your show again. Hang on, I won't do your show again if you don't let me respond to that.
Go on, Kate, have a word.
Come on, that's ridiculous. I mean, first of all, to allow somebody on air, this is a women's rights movement. We're asking for equality, and to just come on and say that kind of thing. And secondly, he keeps saying this is a trivial issue, that it doesn't happen very often. The reality, as you know from talking to women in the street, is that they all have words that bother them. This is something that affects loads and loads of women, and if he's not affected by it, well, lucky him. And if he thinks he's going to take that privilege and just wander on air and say obnoxious things about a campaign for equality, then that is horrific bigotry, and I object to it being aired at any time.
But it's not about equality, because they didn't bother to analyse what men think. It's not about equality. Look, if anything, this is probably... The use of language in pet names is probably something that could be classed as a microaggression, and that means that the corresponding trauma
and when
is equally minuscule
and
isn't worth talking about.
Get out the way, get out